Hi Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, this is going to be a reading. I'm going to be starting with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to be going into the you versus them love reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever this finds you, that's when it's for you. And let's get into it. Taurus, you're actually a little early this month. I usually don't do Taurus until closer to the end of the month, but I really just felt like Taurus energy today. I don't know why. I really felt compelled to do your reading, and in the most positive way. Like, I feel, after meditating for the Taurus energy, I feel very chill. I feel very comfortable. I'm getting comfort vibes almost, right? And 'tis the season, at least here in the US, for that comfy type of familiar type of feeling. But as I was shuffling there, I did also get the card of Aries out, which is very interesting. Now, you could be connecting with Aries, and or you could have Aries in your chart, Taurus. But this is kind of the opposite of that comfy, comfort zone type of energy. This is like being very active, being very daring, kind of going outside of your comfort zone, if you will. A much more assertive energy. And sometimes this can also be difficult energy. It can be somewhat moody or argumentative. So, you take your good with your bad. And yeah. So let's see what else we have coming through for you, Taurus. And see what else. But you know what? Now that I think about it, the best time to really get inspiring, motivating type of energy flowing is to first get comfortable with where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, some people think being uncomfortable or pushing yourself beyond your even physical being is kind of what gets things done, but not really. It's actually the opposite. It's actually relaxing, getting in tune, getting in touch, getting in alignment, and then taking inspired action that leads to the best results. So I feel like if you are in this, softer, comfy, restful state, okay, or space, then it's serving its purpose, because it's allowing you to get back in tune or back into alignment. And inspiration flows easier when we're in that more relaxed state. So it could be very well preparing the stage for you, Taurus, for your next endeavor, if you will, or the next excitement. And to me, Aries energy almost marks a new year. Yes, I know the new year is January 1st, and also this may come into play more towards January. But for some reason, I feel like it's actually Aries season to me that sparks off that freshness. So be looking to Aries season for some changes to come through. Aries season is, I don't want to misquote this, like mid-March through April, like mid-April, that time frame. Okay, so you have the Three of Cups here, and then you also have the card of Independence. So this is about, quite literally, celebrating your independence. The Three of Cups to me is also talking about relationships, though, which I find very interesting. Some of you are, claiming your, your individuality. Sorry, that took me a minute. Claiming your individuality during this time frame, your ability to make your own choices, to stand for yourself, to speak your truth, especially when it comes to family, especially when it comes to those that are closest to you in your relationships. It's a very assertive energy, and it's really talking about asserting yourself more. This is so weird. I'm getting the song, and I'm not too proud to beg, which is like in, I don't know, an old hip hop song, right? But actually what I feel around that, if I'm being honest, is like releasing like a humbling attitude for a more assertive attitude, right? Like, being humbled is honorable. Being humble, I should say, is honorable, which is funny because if you're humbled, it's kind of the opposite of that. Feels like life has kind of kicked you down. But, you know, when it comes to law of attraction, although being humble is an honorable human trait, it actually doesn't really net you any more of a positive outcome when it comes to energy work. Because in order to net you some positive energy return, you have to be more in an assertive place. And humbling is more of like a passive place, right? But I guess there's always room for a little bit of passivity. So again, that message is coming through about like this lull or maybe this humbling period for you, okay? Where you feel humbled or you're being humble, right? And you're in that more passive energy. And then as the time clock goes to January, especially towards spring, then it becomes more of an assertive energy, right? So there's like some sort of growth around that. And I almost called you Aries, sorry, Taurus. So anyways, I feel like I'm babbling. Let's go deeper into it. Let's go into the Osho Zen and see what else can Taurus expect in this upcoming energy. You have the Master. All of a sudden I got the itchies. And I apologize for my lighting. It's horrendous. I know, but like it gets dark at like 3 o'clock, I swear. And I just don't have enough time in the day. So I tried to rig my lighting to be a little bit better, but so. Okay, the Master, moment to moment and mind. This is reminding you, Taurus, that the way to master your life, or better said, your own mind, is to take it moment by moment. And actually, that reminds me of a TikTok I watched that was quite inspirational, actually. And I don't know if she was reading this from a book or it's a quote or whatever. But essentially, what she was saying is that, you know, what was the title? It was talking about taking it moment by moment, obviously, and to just live your life in the moment. But the title really is what caught my name. And oh, here was the title. It said, F your life's purpose. I'm not going to say the full F word. F your life's purpose. That was the title of it. And basically she was saying, you know, so many people get so rigid in their energy, searching for this like altruistic big life purpose plan, right? And then she had a friend who actually got sick, and one of the things she felt most let down about as, you know, her illness progressed was like, well, I haven't fulfilled my life's purpose. And, you know, that was putting a lot of strain on her friend. And so she told her, F the life's purpose. Just be here now. Enjoy now. You know what I mean? Like, stop reaching for the tomorrow that never comes, because you only ever live in the now, you know? And so it's just a play on words, right? It's okay to feel a sense of purpose in your life, but when it gets to the point that it's like taking you away from being present in the now moment and feeling as good as you can feel in the now moment, because you're always mentally somewhere else or trying to achieve something in the perceived future, then it becomes detrimental. And so basically her little soliloquy was about, you know, F your life's purpose. Maybe your purpose is just to be here. It's to be here. Right here. You know what I mean? Like, how simple is that? Maybe your purpose is to cuddle up in your favorite blanket, or eat your favorite meal, or laugh with your friends right now. Write a book, read a book. Do it now, though. You know what I mean? And so, the reason why I'm telling you that message is because I feel that, you know, that's a message to you, Taurus, from Spirit, about being present in the now and not letting yourself get so bogged down in the details of the past and or reaching too far into the future, you know. And a lot of times, by being here in the now and feeling as good as you can in the now, the solution, the next natural step arrives naturally. You know what I mean? So How do I master my mind? I stay present moment to moment, right? Try to find the good moment to moment, because that's what your higher self is doing. Your higher self is not living in the future and is not focused on the past. Your higher self is focused here in the now, in the now, in the now. And it's finding something good, beautiful, loving, something to feel grateful for in the now. And the more you're in the flow with that, the better you feel, both mentally, spiritually, and physically. And the further away you are from that, the worse you feel, right? The worse you feel. Pay attention to how you feel, because that how you feel is your barometer of how close in alignment you are with how your higher self sees it, or how far away you are. So let's get into it. The Hangman. The Hangman. So I'm getting another example, and I'm going to also just go ahead and speak on it. Sorry, I'm getting more channeling messages than I am through the cards, but it's all right because the cards are actually reflecting it back to me. But also, when you think about everything in the future tense, you magnify your lack of having it in the now tense, right? So, for instance, if today you're sick, right, and let me think of this in a way that you can understand. If, say you're not feeling well and all you can think about is how one day you're going to feel better, then you can't feel better in the now, because you're placing your better feeling somewhere in the future. The future of which does not exist. You've never lived one day in the future. Never. You've imagined it, but you're only ever living now, right? So when you place an improvement out there somewhere in the future, you're actually denying yourself of having the improvement right now. Is that making sense to you? So it's like wellness is not in the future. It's available to you right now, but you're not allowing yourself to have it in the now because you're focused on it being somewhere else. That's lack mentality, right? That's also true of money. That's also true of love. That's true of everything that you want. So if we wanted to equate it to money, like I'm looking forward to the day where I have enough money, all you're basically saying to the universe, who's only ever hearing you right now, is I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't have any money. There's no money here. You're beating the drum of not enough, but you're thinking that you're creating it in the future, and that's not how it works. The law of attraction is not responding to your future point of attraction. It's responding to your now point of attraction. So if right now you're saying, I'm not going to have enough, even if you're thinking about having enough in the future, you still aren't going to have enough now. Is that making sense to you? Whereas if you just stop beating that drum and focus in the now, it will come now. Does that make sense? Like everything that you've ever wanted and could ever attain in your life is always at your front door and available to you right now. It's just how much of it are you letting in? How much of it are you allowing yourself to let in? Do you believe you're well now? Do you believe you're abundant now? Do you believe that you're happy now without maybe the things that you want just yet showing up for you? It's all now. It's all now. So that sounds complicated, but it's actually as simple as this, Taurus. Be present now. And in the present moment, search for something to feel good about. And just simply do that moment by moment, day by day, and watch improvements, small improvements happen. And it will feel like, wow, this is kind of magic, because all I'm doing is trying to make sure I feel good today. But one feel-good day after another feel-good day after another feel-good day, that equals a good life. You know what I mean? So prioritize that. Okay, so here we go. The Hangman, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords. It's interesting because it's also talking about giving you a new perspective on your general health, well-being, how you take care of yourself. But also there's that assertive energy, speaking up for yourself, saying your truth, not holding things back. You know, the Queen of Swords just kind of says it like it is, whether it's kind or not, you know, whatever. It's a very objective and logical personality. which isn't really like Taurus. Taurus, you're more like the Empress, but don't get me wrong now, you can be blunt. But you tend to like to go about things in a more grounded approach. But they're saying to combine the two approaches, actually. Then when it comes to matters of the heart, you have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the King of Cups, especially if something's hurt you or somebody has hurt your feelings, or, you know, if you've got something weighing on you. Sometimes taking good care of yourself is by speaking your feelings out loud, you know, by saying this is what it is or this is how you made me feel. Sometimes that is empowerment, okay, even though maybe it doesn't always feel the most comfortable. But I feel like this is also saying, Taurus, regardless, that there is love for you, right? This person is crying over a broken heart or something, spilled milk is what I'm getting, which is funny. I got that in Sagittarius reading last month. But yet there's so much love, you know, like, and I heard you be careful about looking, you know, for love in all of the wrong places, by the way. And yet the Knight of Cups is here to say, express it. Express how you feel when it comes to matters of the heart. And don't shy away from that. Oftentimes when we feel our feelings have been hurt, sometimes we want to shy away from the situation or shy away, you know, from maybe admitting things or saying how we feel. But that's not what this is about at all. This is actually about expression. And it doesn't have to be like you speaking directly to somebody who hurt your feelings. It could be like you're just feeling hurt in general, maybe about something else you've got going on in your life or whatever. And maybe an expressive way to release it is to write it down or channel it in the healthier way, sing it out, dance it out. You know what I mean? Like there's lots of different ways to express ourselves. So you just got to kind of find what works for you. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the King of Swords. There does seem to be a serious tone here, though, so there might be some things that, you know, or some matters at hand that seem very serious to you. But again, how do you master your mind when you have serious things or stressful things going on? Stay in the moment. Don't think too far ahead about the future. You know, it's nice to pre-plan, but if it's making you stressed, back away from that. Try to stay in the now and focus on the things that you love, namely, you know, taking good care of yourself, but also if you've had some hard feelings, right, or some things that have been weighing on you, this is an excellent time to express that, whether to directly that person and or just like creatively speaking through what makes you feel good. And this is also a good time of like reflection, of comfort, of just simply allowing yourself to feel good because you deserve to feel good. And the 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So this is also getting serious about your stability, Taurus, and how you're investing your money, what you're investing your money into, creating that more firm foundation for yourself. And just be patient, right? Like there's something right around the corner. Sometimes we be so future plan for disaster on accident. You know what I mean? Like the money will come, okay? The timing will come. The solution will come. It has never not come, right? Otherwise you wouldn't still be here. So if you've been waiting on the timing for something, maybe to like save money, invest money, buy something, it's like, just be patient, right? Because as you get into the flow more, you're going to start connecting more with possible solutions and things that are going to open up some doors for you, particularly Aries season. So let's see what the guidance is. And then we'll go to the love reading. Card number 18, relationships I don't want. Clarify those I do want. Whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So in any moment of awareness of another person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement that is hatched from your interaction / observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationship with others add immeasurably to your own becoming. Okay. All right. Well, let me clear the cards, and now we're going to go into the you versus them. I am going to also clear the energy real quick, and I will be right back. Stay right there. Welcome back. All right, Taurus, so now we're going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general reading. Roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's get into it. So, Taurus, let's see what your overall energy is. The Thunderbolt. This is Tower energy. Why keep getting the itchies? Goodness gracious. Sorry. Hold on a second. Move my cards around. Oh my gosh, I hate my lighting right now. I can't even look. I'm not gonna look. Okay, and then your person has the card of playfulness. So Scorpio, Aries energy here. It could be in your chart, the chart of the person you're connecting with, and or just the influencing vibes. But this is Tower vibes. Look at that. That is serious. And then you have playfulness. So there's like a very serious energy, a somewhat unexpected, things up in the air type of vibe over here. And then you have like a very playful, light-hearted energy on your person's end. So interesting start. But we're going to take a deeper look. I'm going to look at the recent past and also how you both think and feel in the now. And most likely outcome. So let's see recent past for Taurus. You have the Sun card, the Three of Cups. Excuse me, guys. And Judgment. So you have the Three of Cups and the spiritual reading as well. So some of you have definitely had to make some decisions, you know, around this connection in the past. But I feel these to be like really positive type of feelings here showing up with the Sun. The Sun to me is like opening up your heart, connecting with your happy, being positive, and it's next to the Three of Cups, which is about relationships and or groups, let's say like family, friends, things of that nature. It also sometimes talk about amends or reconciliation, and then there's a decision here, Judgment. So some of you may have happily decided to kind of get together with this person in the past, obviously, and or made the decision to maybe prioritize your own happiness regardless. So we shall see. Let's see this person's recent past. The Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Magician. Ooh, this person's really been through the ringer here in the past, Taurus. Like, I feel like there's been, you know, definitely a heartache. That definitely feels overwhelming. And yet they're creating it themselves. And I say that lightly because I don't think anybody intentionally creates emotional pain for themselves. But people who maybe don't understand like the power of their perception and how they choose to see things, like their thoughts, right, do unintentionally create a lot of suffering in their energy because they haven't quite mastered their own vibration just yet. So I don't want to say it was intentional, although maybe for a few of you, yes, that this person intentionally inflicted pain, but I feel like it being more of an unintentional thing. And I actually feel that inflicted pain was upon themselves. You know, this person may have made rash decisions or, you know, unintentionally put themselves in a situation that really just did quite a number on their heart, on their spirit, on their emotions, and on their mind. And it's funny because they have like this playful energy, like as the crowning vibe. So it's like, it's all good till it's not good. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's go into how you see each other in the now then? How do you view this person, Taurus, in the now? I have this song in my head and I cannot pronounce, it's Imbenek, I don't know. You already know, you already know. I have no idea what the name of that song is, or if you could even make out what that is, because I don't know the lyrics either. I do know that I made a roller skating video to it like years ago, and it was super fun. But yeah. Okay, so this is how you see this person in the now. King of Swords, 5 of Wands, 6 of Cups. This person might have really pissed you off. I'm sorry. I can't read that any other way. Like, especially if you have a past with this person or a past history. This also could be a child, childhood friend, or family member. Remember, the you versus them isn't always about your lover or your ex. Although for a lot of you, yes. Sometimes it's about other people. But anyways, this is a very stern energy. And the King of Swords wanted to show up, and the Queen, in the spiritual reading. This is very assertive energy, but it's also confrontational, argumentative. It's got to deal with the past or something from the past, and you just really want to move past it. So I feel like if there's something that perturbed you, perturbed, is that an actual word? Sometimes I be making up words. I think that's an actual word. But I feel like you're in this space of like, yeah, I want to move past it. You know, like you said what you said or you did what you did. You're like, I feel like you're not trying to hold on to this, even though it is still showing up though in your energy, at least as of now. And it could be that in the past, you really had some struggles or difficulties with this relationship, but you have since moved past it, or you will be moving past it. I could also read it that way. So let's see how this person views you. 10 of Cups. Four of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Ooh. I'm going to honor these how they came out. Because that's just how I feel. That's what I feel is how it's meant to be read. So sorry, 10 of Cups, which is like emotional fulfillment, family, happiness, right? 4 of Cups is like kind of detached, ignoring energy. It is in the reverse. So it's like there's a longing for that in their life or with you, Taurus. And yet there's a sense of detachment around that, or a bit of feeling lost, okay? And then it's like, okay, let's get happy. Let's get playful. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then it's like they kind of get stuck, and then things stagnate, and where they once saw potential, they now have trouble envisioning, you know, that same potential. So I kind of feel like for this person, when it comes to like their moods or whatever, it's like on again, off again, or up and down, like being very illogical at times, and yet trying to persevere anyways, like, you know, knowing what they want, and then somewhat like detaching or being aloof from that. And yeah, it's really weird. This person could also be trying to ignore like their feelings or their intuition or something. Don't mind if you can hear my kid in the background. He's so loud. You hear him screaming. Oh my gosh, I only have 10 minutes left to record. Okay, let's go. Heart space, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. How does Taurus feel? King of Wands. Well, you know, 4, 4, 4. Ooh, I don't know what the spiritual meaning of 4s is, but look up 4, 4, 4. It's a sense of like holding out hope, you know, having for healing, for, you know, things to go your way, trying to be strong, be courageous. At the same time, there's also a sense of like either ignoring one's intuition or ignoring one's emotions or feeling that way, feeling ignored by somebody else possibly. Like, it's weird because there's a sense of like this hope and this healing, and then there's also this hopelessness. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's like this back and forth showing up here energetically around the connection. Or it's like, yes, I can do this, I can achieve this, and then, you know, like the next day or the next moment even feeling like, yeah, that was a good thought, but not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's not being sustained. Like, the positive thinking isn't being sustained long enough for positive improvement, if that's making sense. Whether that be on your part or their part. I actually kind of feel a little bit on both, but this person is holding on, right? They're holding on to what it is that they're wanting, and they're really wanting healing, you know, or that's what you're wanting, I should say, Taurus. A lot of you, that's what you're wanting. Like peace, restoration, balance. Let's see how they're feeling underneath it all. King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords. So Taurus, this person is focused on allowing success. Like, they want to feel successful in this. They want to have a successful outcome. Sometimes they're overthinking it, you know, and that kind of needs to change. Like, I feel like sometimes this person overwhelms themselves unnecessarily, and it's kind of like that up and down I was talking about earlier. But in their heart of hearts, they're really wanting to like allow the love to flow, allow the peace to come, you know, allow for the money to come too. For some of them may be thinking a lot about finances and where's this going to come from, what's this going to come from. If that's the case, they would benefit from listening to the spiritual part of the reading. But there is a change coming here. So let's look at most likely outcome then and see. I gotta look at my timer. I'm running out of data, guys. I have like literally probably the cheapest setup on all of YouTube. You know, like everybody has like those fancy microphone thingies, the ASMR, the lighting, the camera. I have my phone. It's like my phone and like a lamp. And I've been doing this for like years, right? You think I would get it together? Which actually I did buy a fancy microphone. Let me show it to you. Sorry, I probably don't have time for this. Can you see it? Except I can't figure out how the damn thing works. I've had it for over a year. I can't figure out how it works. Somebody help. SOS. I'm good at tarot. I never said I was good at YouTube or IT or any of that crap. Somebody send help. Anyways, sorry, back to you. I just said I'm running out of time and then I babbled. Okay, let's go. Most likely the Lovers. Yeah, yes, this is you getting what you want. This is you feeling more empowered. This is the soulmate twin flame, if you believe in that card. This is union. This is empowerment. Now, some of you, it's not even really about the person. It's about empowering yourself, Taurus, and kind of going for what you want and prioritizing feeling good and being present more in the present moment. But it's also beneficial to your relationships or this relationship if you're in connection with them, because it also is flowing right through you and to them and vice versa. So there's actually a beautiful, successful, very fulfilling outcome here. And it's next to the card of feeling that empowerment. It's also the card of Aries. Aries season may be very important. Mark it on your calendars, Taurus. Let's see this person's most likely outcome, which of course all this can be changed with free will, right? Just giving you a snapshot. Three of Wands. Things are moving forward for this person in a very fast way, actually. And actually the way that they're thinking is opening up too. Like there's pathways opening up and what's possible for them, because they're opening up new pathways in their mind about what's possible for them, if that makes sense. And they may have been stuck unintentionally in like a lack mentality. If you're the cross watcher, watch the spiritual part of the reading because that will help you. But it's kind of like trying to move out of that space. And, you know, I do feel periods of time, though, where this person still gets into the gutter, feels in despair. Like, they've got the right tools, right, to manifest what it is that they want, but they have to get out of their own way because they doubt just as much as they believe, if that makes sense. Like, they'll be like full steam ahead, and then they'll get doubtful or whatever, maybe doubt themselves, you know, and it just throws resistance right on their trail, okay? Sometimes it's they're ignoring their emotions, okay? Which we all do that from time to time. But as they get to be more playful in this, and as they dedicate more of their time focusing on what it is that they want, then they begin to become attractive, more attractive in nature. And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about energetically. And then more ideas, more clarity, more new ways of thinking coming through to this person, and it feels quite satisfying on their end as well. So let's get to the guidance. And now, green. Yeah. I'm never doing a reading at night again. Except it's nighttime again at like 3 p.m. Okay. Card number 40. I intend to co-create for my place of positive attraction. The individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction before they come together, or nothing positive can come out of the co-creation. If you are negatively focused and not feeling good, you can only attract others who are in the same state of negative attraction. That is why looking for a mate or an improvement in your mate from a place of insecurity or lack of anything will never bring you the mate or what you're wanting out of your mate to you. But instead it will bring only what amplifies your current state of lack. Very interesting. And that's kind of what I was talking about in the spiritual reading. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there for now. Taurus, hope you enjoyed that. Zodiac signs you may be connecting with or having your own chart. Aries. It's everywhere. But I also have Scorpio here, Pisces, Gemini again, Leo, Cancerian energy, Libra, and Leo again. Leo, Scorpio over there. But it's a general read, so it could be any sign. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Love you so much. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. All linked below in the About section. Wishing you the best either way. And until next time, my friends.